Hello students, welcome to the new lecture session of PP3, that is Professional Practice 3. Myself Shankho Ghosh, Assistant Professor of Automobile Engineering Department at Dr. Sudhir Chandrasu Degree Engineering College under the JIS. Today we'll continue this topic, that is the Professional Practice 3, with the new topic, that is hybrid vehicle. So let's start the today's class on hybrid vehicle. Hybrid vehicle definition: a hybrid car is any car. A hybrid car is any car that uses both electricity and the fuel injection in order to run. That is called hybrid car. So hybrid car basically defined as a vehicle. Hybrid vehicle is defined as a vehicle which is used both electricity and fuel injection system and fuel injection system. That is called hybrid vehicle. So as you can see in this picture, there are three types of vehicle picture shown. The first one is conventional. In case of conventional car, this is a fuel tank. From fuel tank to connected with the engine, and engine power is produced and then is transmitted to the, and through the transmission it will provide to the, and the power is provided to the wheel. So in this way the vehicle is moved. So this is the conventional way to move a vehicle, or to drive a vehicle. And in case of battery electric, there is a battery pack which gives the power to the motor or the generator, and motor and generator, this is the production house, powerhouse, which is produce the power to the transmission system, and then transmission, the help of transmission, the wheel translate will start to move. So in this way this battery electric will be moved. So in the and in case of hybrid electric vehicle, hybrid electric is a combination of both conventional vehicle and the battery electric vehicle. Here you can easily see in hybrid vehicle there is a fuel tank, engine, and then it goes to the power to the transmission. Another side is a battery, and then it goes to the motor or generator, and then it goes to the transmission. So basically transmission is connected power from the both side. One is the conventional way, another is the battery electric way, and so that is why this vehicle is known as the hybrid vehicle. In history, in 1889, William H. Patton patented an application for a gasoline electric hybrid rail car, which is propulsion system, and for a similar hybrid boat propulsion system. So in a year of 1889, William H. Patton patented an application for the gasoline electric hybrid rail car propulsion system. The next year, that was in the later in the year of 1900, and Ferdinand Porsche, who was employed at the Lohnert coach factory, and he developed a mixtape, which is a four-wheel drive series hybrid car. Mixtape four-wheel drive series hybrid car version of the system Lohnert Porsche, which is approaches in the 1900 Paris World War. Next, in the year of 1901, George Fisher sold the hybrid buses to the England. In year of 1902, Knight Naftal produced a racing hybrid. In year of 1905, Henry Piper introduced a hybrid vehicle with an electric motor or generator, batteries, and a small gasoline engine. And in the year of 1931, Erich Gachin invented and drove from the Edinburgh to Berlin a 0.5 or half horsepower electric car, which is containing features later incorporated into the hybrid cars. Now coming to the working principle of this hybrid car. Hybrid car utilize power. The hybrid car utilize power from both electric and fuel. Fuel means it use maybe gasoline, maybe diesel or hydrogen. Hydrogen. Yeah. Both the electricity and the fuel is used to reduce the emission while improving the fuel while improving the fuel efficiency at the same time. Fuel efficiency at the same time. On the electric side, the car is powered by energy. On the electric side, the car is powered by energy which is stored in lithium ion battery. Power is stored in the lithium ion battery and sent to the electric motor or generator. And this motor power the wheel and also generate electricity when braking through the regenerative braking. So if I say from the point of view of the electric side, so first the car is powered. First of all, the car is powered from the powers which is powered by energy which is stored in the lithium ion battery, and it's sent then the power is sent to the electric motor or generator, and this motor after getting the power, it provides to the power is also provide to the fuel and also generate electricity and also generate the electricity when the braking through regenerative braking system. And the hybrid car do burn fuel but use small engine with emit low emission. So hybrid car burn the fuel but use small engines that emits the low emission. The engines are used either to generate power for the battery or work in conjunction with the electric motor to provide the drive or work in conjunction with the electronic motor to provide the drive. Now, after knowing the working principle, now coming to the classification. Basically, the hybrid vehicle is divided into two ways. One is the type of powertrain and number is the type of the degree of hybridization. Number of powertrain in the types of powertrain. According to the types of powertrain, hybrid vehicle is classified into three ways. One is series hybrid, number two is parallel hybrid, and number three is series and parallel hybrid. And according to the type of degree of hybridization, hybrid vehicle is divided into two ways. One is mild hybrid and another is full hybrid. So student, let's start with this series hybrid. The traction power which is delivered by the electric motor. While the internal combustion engine via a generator and produces electric power to drive the electric motor, to drive the electric motor. So the traction power is delivered by the electric motor, while the internal combustion engine via generator will produce electric power to drive the electric motor. So as you can see in this picture, this is the engine, the internal combustion engine, this is the generator, this is inverter, battery, motor, and this is the fuel. So first of all, that engine from power is transferred from engine to generator, and then generator to inverter. And another way, in the electric side, the power is collected. Power is passes from battery to inverter, then inverter to the motor. So in the inverter, both the power is collected from the electric side and from the conventional side. So then it marched and to passes through the motor, and then the motor. So then the motor is passed. The motor, and then motor passes to the transmission of the fluid. So as you can see in this picture, so here that the excess power, the traction power. So as I told here, the traction power which is delivered by the electric motor, the traction power which is delivered by the electric motor, while internal combustion engine via a generator produces electricity power, via a generator produces electric power to drive the electric motor. And the excess power which is stored into our battery pack, and the excess power which is stored into our battery pack. The IC engine is decoupled from the driven wheel and can operate mostly in the maximum efficiency region, and mostly in the maximum efficiency region. The major shortcoming of the series hybrid drive train configuration are the high power installed in such component and the request of a generator. In fact, the energy from the IC engine is converted twice before to drive the fuel. In fact, the energy from the IC engine is converted twice before to drive the wheel, and this thus the system is more expensive than the parallel. So this is the series hybrid system. This is parallel hybrid. In case of parallel hybrid, there is direct mechanical connection between the hybrid power unit and the wheel. There is a direct mechanical connection in between the hybrid power and hybrid power unit and the wheel. In addition, this layout has an electric traction motor. In addition, this layout has an electric traction motor that drives the wheel and can improve a share of braking energy. In order to change the battery, for the regenerative braking system, or help the IC engine during the accelerated condition. In fact, the IC engine and the electric motor are both the coupled by these mechanical devices. There can be torque coupled with it. There can be a torque coupled with a single shaft for two shaft configuration, A speed coupling with a planetary gear unit is a speed coupling with the planetary gear and a merge of both the previous coupling. So student, you can see in the picture, this is the picture of the parallel hybrid vehicle, where this is the internal combustion engine, this is the transmission section. So the power is power, first the power is produced in the engine and it passes to the transmission, and then transmission to the this mechanical linkage passes to the vehicle. So this is the one way. Another way is from the electric side of from the point of view of the electrical side, that is from battery to inverter. The power is passes through one battery to the inverter, then inverter to the motor, and then motor to the vehicle via this mechanical linkage. So one side, one is, and this is the one way, and another way is this is the another way. So both the case mechanical linkage is get the power and then it drive the wheel. So that is why the both the power is coming simultaneous on the passes through this mechanical linkage to the vehicle to move the wheel, to move the vehicle. That's why it is called the parallel. That is why it is called the parallel hybrid. Now coming to the next, that is the series hybrid, series parallel hybrid. The series layout and the parallel layout are merged together. The series layout and the parallel layout are merged together in order to have both the advantages. In order to have both advantages. In particular, the ICE is able to supply the electrical motor or charge the battery pack thanks to the generator. So in this way, both are connected, series or parallel, both are connected, as we can see. So as we can know that for the series parallel system, the engine power is passes through the from engine to the generator, then generator to inverter, and on the electric side the battery to the inverter, and then in the inverter they are collected from the both sides, the conventional power and the electric power, and then it passes to the motor, and then the motor provides this power through the linkage, to the mechanical linkage to the wheel to move the vehicle. So this is the series way which we can already learn. And the series and in the series section and the parallel section, engine to the directly link mechanical this linkage to the wheel, and the another side is battery, inverter, motor, and then mechanical linkage to the wheel. And in this way the vehicle is turned to move in both the case. Here this is the parallel section. In this case there are both are occurring simultaneously. One is series section and the parallel section, and both are divided with the help of this planetary gear, and this planetary gear is used the main purpose. The first one is the base planetary gear is divided into two way, to which is power, which is when it collect the power from the IC engine, and it divided into two way. One is one portion is passing through the generator and another is passing through the mechanical linkage. So in this way this system is occurred. So this is called as the series parallel hybrid vehicle. Now coming to the mild hybrid, the electric motor which is generator between the engine and the transmission. The electric motor generator is placed. Electric motor generator basically is placed in between the engine and the transmission. When the armature or rotor of the motor, armature of the motor actually replace the engine flywheel in the mini design. So then the IC engine and the electric motor share the same shaft, and that is the way. After that the IC engine and the electric motor share a same shaft, and it cannot turn without the other. So one cannot turn without the other. So this means that a mild hybrid, that's a mild hybrid And this means that a mild hybrid cannot have the electric launch feature, on the full for case of full hybrid. The electric motor cannot turn the wheel independent. It can include all the other features. Sorry, the electric motor cannot turn. The electric motor cannot run the wheel independent of the engine. It can include all of the other features. Of fully hybrid generative braking, ideal stop, and a downsized engine. The General Motor Corporation's GMC Sierra pickup and the Honda Civic and Honda Accord are the mild hybrid, which is designed according to the mild hybridization. And that case, the basic difference of the mild hybrid and the full hybrid, that they are the power section. In case of mild hybrid, the IC engine and the electric motor, both of them sharing a single shaft. So power is that is the way one cannot run without the others. Now coming next, that is a full hybrid. A full hybrid is a vehicle that can run only a combustion engine only and on an electric motor or a combination of both. So in case of fully hybrid vehicle, where the vehicle is run only on the combustion engine or only on the electrical motor or the combination of the both. So a full hybrid will feature engine stop. The full hybrid will feature the engine stop or ideal stop feature. A full hybrid will feature a downsized. A full hybrid will feature a downsized IC engine. A full hybrid will also feature regenerative braking, and a full also features the regenerative braking. The Toyota Prius, Toyota Camry hybrid, Ford Escape hybrid are the full hybrid vehicle. Now coming to the parts of the hybrid vehicle, there are the main parts are. So what are the main components or the main parts of the hybrid vehicles are: prime mover, electric motor with a DC to DC converter or DC to AC inverter on the controller. Now next is energy storage system, and then transmission system. Prime mover. The prime mover of a hybrid vehicle is the main energy source. Which generally is one of the gasoline, diesel, or the fuel cell. The selection of a prime mover is mainly based on the requirement of the drivability, fuel economy, and the emission also. So first, to make a hybrid vehicle. So student, to make a hybrid vehicle, first of all we need to select a prime mover. That may be gasoline, that may be diesel, that may be fuel cell, or any other. So and this selection is basically based on the fuel economy, emission, and the drivability. So after that will go for the next component. So the prime mover is the main component for the hybrid vehicle. This electric motor with DC to DC converter, DC to AC inverter, and the controller. The electric motor is one of the most important in hybrid vehicle. An electric motor is one of the most important component in a hybrid vehicle. The brushless DC motor and the AC induction motors are widely used. A brushless DC motor and a AC induction motor are widely used for this application due to higher efficiency, lower cost, less maintenance, and a longer lifetime. The mechanical brush or the commutator system is replaced by a motionless electronic controller. DC voltage vary with battery and operating condition in hybrid electric vehicle, either LDC motor or the AC induction motor has to work with a DC to DC converter or DC to AC inverter, or to convert the DC voltage to the required operating voltage level of the electric motor. Next is energy storage system. The energy storage system, one of the most important subsystem in a hybrid electric vehicle, which is consist of an energy storage pack, a voltage, current, and temperature measurement module, a cell balancing circuit, and a cooling system. So the energy storage system is one of the most important system for the hybrid electric vehicle. Energy storage system is the most important for the hybrid electric vehicle, and it consists of an energy storage pack, voltage, current, and temperature measurement module. First one is energy storage packs, second one is voltage, current, and temperature measurement module, a cell balancing circuit, and a cooling system. So there are basically for this energy storage system, basically we use the lead acid battery, nickel cadmium battery, nickel metal hydride battery, lithium ion battery, and lithium iron phosphate battery. So these are 5 types of battery we are basically used for the energy storage system. Now coming to the transmission system. The transmission is another important subsystem. Transmission is another important subsystem of the drivetrain and perform the following function. Number one is achieves the transit from a stationary to a mobile state. Number two, converts torque and rotational speed from the mover to meet the vehicle's momentary traction requirement. Number three, provide for forward and reverse motion. Provide for forward and the reverse motion. Number four, it has the best fuel economy and the minimum emission while meeting the drivability, which is a requirement. Now coming to the advantages, it is the fuel efficiency increase. It increases the fuel efficiency savings, low emissions, reduce the noise pollution, low maintenance costs, safe to drive. So these are the advantages of the hybrid vehicle. And the disadvantage, this is more expensive, limited battery life, expensive battery pack during the replacement, parts can be very expensive to repair, and which is slower than the petrol power car. So these are the disadvantages of this hybrid. There are some examples of the hybrid vehicle. So here you can see this one is the hybrid vehicle, or the model is produced by the Toyota company. Here is the another types of model of the Toyota company's hybrid vehicle, and here is the Ford make hybrid vehicle. So these are the pictures of the hybrid vehicle. Now coming to the Toyota Prius plug-in hybrid vehicle. Basically, this is the vehicle which is manufactured by the Toyota company. This vehicle is also known as the Prius PHV, where PHV stands for plug-in hybrid vehicle, and Prius Prime in US. So basically, this vehicle is known as this Toyota Prius plug-in hybrid vehicle is basically known as the Prius plug-in hybrid vehicle, or Prius PHV, and Prius Prime. Basically, the Prius Prime is known in the one and only the US. This vehicle is basically started to production in the year of 2012. So in the year of 2012, it is started in the three different places. First one in the Japan, where it started its production in the year of 2012 and the month of January, and the next month, that is the February month of the 2012, the Prius PHV production was started in the US, and at the late June of the same year, that is the 2012, the production of this Prius PHV vehicle is production started in the Europe. So students, here you can see in the same year, that is the 2012, the production of this Toyota Prius plug-in hybrid vehicle started in Japan in January, US in February, and June at Europe. So this was the first model of the from the year of 2012, the first generation of the plug-in hybrid vehicle of Toyota Prius was started to production. Then this model was come with the second generation, and this model will come to the market. The next is the second generation in the year of the 2016, and here you can see that the first generation of the plug-in hybrid vehicle, which was the first produced from 2012 to the 2016 and in the first generation Prius plug-in, the first generation of the Prius plug-in was based on the third generation Toyota Prime, which one is outfitted with the 4.4 kilowatt hour lithium ion battery, which the battery is co-developed with the Panasonic company. And from in the after starting its production from 2012 to the 2016 April, it the Toyota Prius plug-in hybrid vehicle sold near about the 75,400 vehicles of first generation. After he started his production, the Prius plug-in vehicle ranked in the second position in the year of 2012. So in the year of 2012, it started its production, and in the same year, it holded the second position for the selling reason. And in the year of 2014 December, it was hold the world first sold vehicle within this world. Basically, the concept of this vehicle is showing basically the concept of this vehicle, first of all, show as a prototype model in the Frankfurt Motor Show in the year of 2009 September, and the next month, that is October 2019, the vehicle was exhibited in the Tokyo Motor Show, and the December 2019 it is exhibited also
in a LA Auto Show. So in the same year, that is 2019, in the September month, it was exhibited in the Frankfurt Motor Show. In the October month, it was exhibited in the Tokyo Motor Show, and then in the December, it was exhibited in the LA Auto Show. So after this displaying the three versions of this show, so in the year of 2009, in the month of December, Toyota announced to introduce that they are trying to introduce a production of model in Japan during these following 6 months. So and after that it is started its production. So students, here you can see this is a picture of the first generation of the Prius, Toyota Prius PHEV or plug-in hybrid vehicle. Here the production is started from the January 2012 to October 2016. So it was complete near about the 58th month's production. The assembly of this gari of this vehicle basically based in the Tsutsumina means a place in the Japan, and the vehicle is basically FF layout design, where FF layout means the F means the front wheel drive vehicle, and another F means engine is positioned at the front side of the vehicle. So basically the vehicle is a front wheel drive with the front side engine, front of the vehicle engine is mounted. So that's why the layout is called as the FF layout. This is the overview of this vehicle. Now coming to the powertrain, the engine is 1.8 liter gasoline 4-cylinder port injected inline 4 Atkinson cycles. Electric motor, here it is a 80 HP or 80 horsepower or 60 kilowatts electric motors are there. For the transmission, it provides the planetary gear E CVT, power split hybrid type drivetrain. It is used 4.4 kilowatt hour lithium ion battery used, and it provides 870 kilometer range. The electric range is varies into three ways. One is 18 kilometer, second one is 23 kilometer, another one is 26.4 kilometer. First 18 kilometer was EPA, Environmental Pollution Agency control blended mode. 23 kilometers is NEDC such Toyota. 26.4 kilometers is the Japanese cycle. This one is the powertrain of this vehicle. Now coming to the dimension, the wheelbase is 2700 millimeter, length is 4460 millimeter, the width is 1745 millimeter, the weight is 1490 millimeter, and the car weight is 1420 kg. So these are the basic specification of the Toyota Prius plug-in hybrid vehicles first generation vehicle. So students, here we already in this class covered the basic information of the hybrid vehicle. Now I give you all an assignment to write down the any kind of two hybrid vehicles specification and submitted me through the email. And the next class we will discuss on another topic. So till then, stay at home and stay safe. Thank you so much students.